Thought I'd have a look at the Victorinox dual knife sharpener. I picked this up off Amazon. I think it was around about £8 or £9, just to see if it's any good. I also have Swiss Army knives and other small knives to sharpen. So this comes in the package. Just rip it open, pretty easy to get to. Now once you've pulled it out, it's not that much bigger than a pen, a bit flatter obviously because of the sharpening stone. I've put the dimensions and weight on the screen. Also got a clip there. You can stick it in a pocket or on a jacket, and it feels perfectly fine. The build quality, matte finish on the case, nothing to complain about in that regard. The cap stays on quite securely as well, and I'll just give you a shot of the ceramic discs as Victorinox calls them. Now with those you can actually sharpen a knife just with them, but if the knife is really blunt then you have the sharpening stone. You'll notice that it has a groove in it as well. That's because on the package anyway, at least, they show fishing hooks and things you can sharpen in there, and it's quite a fine stone, not as fine as some of the sharpening stones that I've looked at. They usually have two surfaces, a coarser and a finer one. This is kind of in between, and on the back there it shows you the sharpening method. Now I'll get onto that in a minute because it looks slightly different to the video that they posted on their website. But first thing I did with my Swiss Army knife, this is the Swiss Champ and it's really blunt. It's not been sharpened for ages, it can't cut anything, it's just to clean the blades up. So I just got some white spirit because I use these knives really for opening up boxes and stuff like that, mostly review stuff that comes in. You get tape and things like that on the blade and gunk and adhesive, so just clean that up so you don't get that on the sharpening stone. That probably won't help much. Doesn't take too long to do that. I should have perhaps looked after this knife a little bit better. It's 20 years old. Anyway, on to the knife sharpening video on the Victorinox site. You can see, I'll just show you the capture that I got here. He has the knife swiping towards him. Now, personally find that a bit strange because if the knife slips, then you're going to hurt yourself. Now this part shows you with the ceramic discs, just swiping to finish off. You can do it to finish off, or if the knife isn't that blunt, you can just put the edge back on it with the ceramic discs. So I'm not sure about using that method. The method that I used is just swiping away from yourself, but it does the same thing as they're showing in the video. It just seems to be safer. Or you can put it down on a surface. You'd probably be better off with wood under this rather than slabs of stone that I have in case you miss. You don't want to damage the blade. That was just a quick demo. And again, with the small blade, trying to sort of drag it across as well as pushing it down. You don't need a lot of pressure, actually quite light on that, and then finish off with the ceramic discs. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's the method that I use, and I got the knife up nice and sharp. Now I'll be honest, it's easier to get a better blade finish with a stone, but this is portable. And it's something you can put in a backpack or a pocket, or if you're camping, whereas a stone is going to weigh a lot more and take up more space. So I think it's pretty good. But I think if you've got a lot of knives, a full-size stone will be easier to use. But if you are a knife sharpening expert, let me know what you think, what techniques you use, or what particular products you use to sharpen knives, and I will see you soon.